Hey friend, Chancellor K here. I'm breaking format with this video because I want to address a question that many people have had for a long time, and I don't think they've gotten a good answer to this question. So I'm going to take a crack at it here. And the question is, why do actors tend to be liberals, Democrats, at a much higher rate than the average person? Now, assuming we believe that that's true, let me first say that I think it's impossible to explain people with one theory or even two theories. You know, individuals are complicated or complex. There's a lot of factors, I think, that go into our beliefs, our behavior, and who we are. But there are patterns, and that's what we're talking about here. And actors are people. And I think that's strikes at the heart of this. They are people for whom personal relationships and personal interaction with others is much more front and center than it is for other people who may be perhaps a bit more introverted, who are not in professions that involve interpersonal skills or emotional IQ quite as much. Maybe actors tend to be more extroverted, for example. And I think it's not just actors who have that profile. It could be others in other similar sort of people-oriented professions. It could be nurses, other folks in healthcare, maybe teachers, journalists, and many other professions. But I think it's relevant because folks who have that profile are much more likely to be convinced or to see government as yet another personal relationship. Maybe not like a spouse or a brother or a sister or a friend, but maybe a different type of personal relationship, like one that you would have with your religion or with your God. It's a higher power that will care for you and love you and solve your problems and make sure that everything is going to be okay. And a lot of people have that kind of relationship with their religion. For example, if you're a Christian, you have that personal relationship with God, with Jesus Christ. And so I think that begins to strike at the heart of the matter. People who are Republican or conservative may be more likely to see government as a business relationship, as performing a series of more practical tasks, like when you hire a contractor to come over and paint your house. They come over, maybe you engage in conversation with them, you ask how the spouse and kids are, but at the end of the day, they're there to perform a service, you pay them, and then they leave. Maybe in that case, in the case of politics or government, you're not hiring an individual contractor one-on-one, you're partnering with a group of people, your fellow citizens, and hiring this government to perform this task for you, or series of tasks, like creating currency and paving the roads and creating a defense and all that. And which is correct and which isn't? Personally, I think that government is more like a different type of business arrangement. But you may disagree. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear your comments. If you like this type of content, please give it a like, this video, and please consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time.